Hello, I'm just sitting in my office and reflecting on a courageous conversation that I just had with a beautiful woman of wisdom. And I say that because this woman has been in the corporate sector for many, many years and stepping into the new chapter of her life in her wisdom years. And is noticing the tug between the old world of doing business and living her life and, through her own beliefs and habits and so forth. The tug as she steps into the vulnerability of tuning into her true self, okay? And really honouring the authentic voice that's coming forward as a way of who she knows she truly is without the tug. And she often referred to, being in the world of business and being in the world of, let's call it the spiritual intelligence of knowing who you truly are, which is where presence and the infinite power lie. So one of the things that came forward was she noticed her authentic voice coming forward in a conversation, and she also heard another voice quickly behind that, which was questioning her true self. And which was her true self? Because the fact was she felt like she was being a bit of a fake or a fraud, but that was not her true voice, because she was in a state of, in that meeting, being in the zone. She was totally coming from a depth of deeper knowing in her conversation. And when you're in the zone, there is a consciousness that rises above the thinking, thought, strategy consciousness. And you tend to feel, where did that come from? How did I know that? Yeah, this is the deeper knowing. And as you start to get to know yourself that way, and obviously there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes in regard to that, because it does take practice to be able to be in a state of stillness and oneness and spaciousness in mind and body, so that you can then take that out into the world without feeling like you're being gobbled up, distracted, loss of focus, loss of clarity, feeling overwhelmed, feeling anxious, feeling like you're being drawn into a world that really no longer serves you, and you know that. So you may be stepping into an evolutionary pathway of your true self and getting to know yourself that way. And noticing this tug in between. This is the old me, this is the new me, as I keep practicing the evolution of my true self. How do I listen in to my deeper knowing consistently and not get caught up with the distraction? So one of the things that she also noticed was that being caught up with what everyone else is doing, especially when looking online, and thinking that you have to be that way and do those things in order to get ahead, succeed, be seen as successful. But really that is the old higher achiever personality, not the higher achiever true self. The higher achiever comes from a higher consciousness of getting to know thyself, be thyself, and then the authentic self comes forward. So it takes away the push, the drive, the make it happen personality style, so that you can be in a state of ease, flow, presence, grace, love, connection, true engagement. And this is where your natural self comes forward, the authentic self. If you'd like to find out more about that, then please feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to have a conversation with you and see how we can possibly evolve in between these two worlds, so that you can be your true self in either world, in all worlds, and express your authentic voice in whichever area that you feel is calling you forward. Thank you. I'm Annette Stanton. I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye for now.